Hi, I'm Melanie Wilson, and I've had so many requests for this that I decided to make a video to tell the world on how to make a loofah soap. You only need a few simple tools, and those would be, of course, a loofah sponge, a straight-sided cylinder, and a heat-proof container for your glycerin soap. What you're going to do is melt your glycerin soap. I've got about 3 cups here, and then you are going to color it and scent it with scent that you purchase at the craft store and whatever color you like. This color happens to be teal. So now we would just put a few drops of teal in the melted glycerin. Of course, you're going to stir it up. Uh-oh, it's getting hard. Okay, here we go. All right, now get it nice and smooth. And you don't want any lumps in it. And that's pretty good. Then you're going to put some scent in there. This is pear, I think. And just put a few drops. I have no idea how much. Then you stir it up some more until it's all nice and mixed up. Pretty. The next thing you're going to do is take your loofah sponge, which you kind of have to get the ones that are all the same shape. In other words, they're not bigger at one end than they are on the other. so that everything is nice and even. So you put it into the container that you have, which is a straight-sided container. If you can't find something, look around your house. Maybe you can use the canister for your protein powder or something. You don't want anything that's too wide because then you'll have too big of a bar of soap. And you don't want anything too small because then you won't have enough edge of soap around the loofah. So now that you've done that, you want to center it very precisely. And then you take your soap, and it is hardening up on me already. So I have to zap it in the microwave for just a minute. And while I'm doing that, I will let you know a few things that might help you along the way. You can get the glycerin soap at the craft stores. Make sure that you get the kind that you can cut up easily and be able to measure how many ounces you're going to need. For this, I figured I would need about 2.5 cups. I went ahead and did 3 cups just to make sure because I didn't want to run out. And actually, with this loofah, it may displace so much that I probably will have a lot left over. If you have a lot left over, just pour it into another container, and you can always just use it as bar soap without the loofah. Okie dokie. So let me see. Just about ready here. Yes. Okay. We have melted back up again. Sort of. Kind of. Maybe. Can this be edited? Sure it can. Anyway, so you get the picture. This has to get a little bit more melted, but there we go. Nice and smooth. Then you pour it into the cylinder very carefully so that it doesn't get all over the place. Oops. Blobs. We have blobs. But it's working. It's fine. And a big old blob. That's okay. So that was actually 3 cups. And that's fine. We don't need Mr. Blobby here. Get out, Mr. Blobby. Okay, that's it. Then make sure that it sets up properly. Put something weighted on there so that it doesn't move around too much. Like maybe this. Anyway, so what it's going to do is it's going to set up. That isn't going to work. It's going to set up in about 20 minutes. And then what I do is I go ahead and I put it in the freezer so that it gets nice and firm. Then what you want to do is take it out of the cylinder and put it on a cutting board and cut it with a sharp knife that's got a really thin blade on it. And this is nice because it's offset so that when I get to the bottom, I don't have to wiggle the knife around. And you want to cut them in about 3/4 inch doobies. So that's what you do. Then you wrap them in plastic and give them to your friends. And that's what you do. Oh, you also want to make sure that you put some Vaseline or something in the inside of the cylinder. It kind of helps it to come out when you're trying to get it out of there. Okay? So that's what I would do, and that's what I have done, and it's really cool, and everybody likes them. And what happens is then you've got this soap. It's really nice, and you can use it to scrub, and you've got the loofah. And then when the soap's gone, you've got a loofah. So that's all I've really got to say now. Bye.